Let's start standing. We're gonna have our feet apart, and we're gonna take a deep breath in and reach up, and then exhale down. We've made it to Friday. We're so close to being done.
Yeah, we're not done yet.
I know I have one more day, but I feel like my days are like 30 hours and my weeks are like 12 days. Like, my weeks are not going fast, they're going slow.
Well, I have home care tomorrow, so.
What's that? You gotta go to
tomorrow.
Oh, last one. Good. All right, so now we're gonna lean our ear towards our shoulder, and then we're just gonna lean the other ear towards the shoulder. And we're gonna try not to move our body, and we're still pushing those shoulders down. So it's more about ear to shoulder than shoulder to ear. Nice. We feeling okay?
Good.
Okay. All right, so now let's add a hand resting on our head. Okay, you don't have to yank it, just as much as you want. Then you're pushing down through your other shoulder. Yeah. And the other side. Good. We're going to do that one more time on both sides. So switch over to your right. And then up and over to the left. Good. All right, now we're going to look right and left. We're going to look right and look left and right and left. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we're going to look up and down. So we're going to be chin to chest, and then as far up as you feel comfortable. And chin to chest, and up. If you can leave your hands down and shoulders down, that might help. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. All right, now we're going to do the Michael Jackson one. So we look on a diagonal. We're going to bring our chin towards our chest. It's kind of between your chest and your shoulder. And then you can add a hand on the top of your head. So your elbow is in front of your face, and you can pull gently if you'd like, bringing your chin down while pushing your other shoulder down. Very nice. Let's try the other side. So we look at a little diagonal, we pretend we're wearing a hat, we bring the chin down. Good. All right, we're going to hit all the spots now. We're going to do a big circle. So we do chin to chest, ear to shoulder, up, ear to shoulder, and around. Good. 3 more. Same direction. Good. And 2. And last one.
Very
Lovely. All right, now we're going to reverse the direction, other way. So as long as it doesn't hurt, any noises you might hear are okay. Remember to breathe, pressing the shoulders down. Let me know when you get to 5.
Oh, who was counting?
Oh, I think you have one more. Good. All right, so now we're gonna get a little lower into our shoulders. So we're gonna pull them up and drop them down. And pull them up and drop them down. 2 more up and release it. And last one, up and down. Good, now we're gonna take them back, up and around to the front. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and now reverse it. Front, up and around, squeeze your shoulder blades in the back. 10, and 9, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right, take one arm across. Your other arm comes up underneath it, I'm grabbing below my elbow and above my wrist, and I'm going to pull that straight arm towards me. Yep, and now that straight arm, you're going to try to keep it pretty straight. That's what will give you the stretch in your shoulder. A lot of times, if you're at the gym, you'll see this. The hug, no, below the elbow, and this stays straight. So when you pull it, you should feel a stretch over here. But only pull as much as you feel comfortable with. All right, switch. I put a little makeup on for you, Mom.
For me? I live with Kim. I see makeup all the time now.
Yes, but you know me and my raccoon face. All right, so what do we got? What do we got? Moving down to our ribs a little bit. We're gonna reach our arms out to the sides.
Oh.
And slide our ribs to one side, and then slide them to the other side. So now, try not to move your hips or rock your feet. That stays still. Your waist down, doesn't move. Side to side. Yeah. How's that?
Good.
All right.
You have to concentrate.
Yeah. Isolations are like that. All right, so now we're going to take the rib cage front and back. So let's put our hands by our pelvis, and you're going to stick your chest out, which doesn't necessarily mean stick your butt out, okay? Then pull it back like someone hit you in the breastbone. So you push your ribs front, push them back. Yep, and front and back. Front. Good. All right, now we're going to attempt that little circle. So we go front, side, back, and side. Now this one's tricky. Now any motion that we get is great. Okay? So we're going around to the right, like we're in a barrel, and we're trying to scrape off whatever's on the inside. So sometimes it's jelly, sometimes it's chocolate, sometimes it's peanut butter. Ross always picks peanut butter. And around. And let's go the other way, to the left. And to the left. And to the left. Two more. Nice. All right, so now we're going to bring this motion down towards our hips. So we're just going to have a little bend in the knees, and we're going to go right and left, right and left. Side to side action. Yeah, there we go. Getting those hips moving. You might feel some stretch in your low back or on the outside of the hips. If your quads are sore like mine are, you might feel your quads. Yeah. All right, so now we're going to take these hips front and back. So like we did with our ribs, you're going to tuck them. So we want to pull our belly button in and scoop. Yep. And now you stick booty out. So if our hips were a bowl, we're spilling the bowl towards the floor, and then we're spilling it the other way. Back and front. Back and front. Good. All right, so let's do some circles with our hips. So we're going to go to the right and around. To the right and around. Right and right. And 3 and 2 and 1. Now go left. Around the back. Good. And 3 and 2 and 1. Yeah. All right. Let's start adding our strapping. So let's grab whatever strap we have. And we're going to start with our hands wide. Okay? So the wider you hold, the easier it will be. If you don't feel a stretch, you just hold closer together. Okay? So we're going to come up and over our head and down to our legs or butt or wherever. And then we're going to come back up and over to our legs. Right? You're going to want to bend your elbows and you're going to try not to. Yeah. If it's too much, you hold wider. Now this might be a challenging motion for the shoulders. So remember to breathe, especially when it gets challenging. So I might breathe in here, and then as it gets hard back here, I'm going to breathe out. And I take a breath in, and as it gets hard right here, breathe out. Let's do 4 more of these. And 4. Good. And 3. And if you start to feel this in your back, it's because your hips fell forward. So it's going to kind of hold the abs a little. Okay. Last one. And one. Nice. All right. So now you're going to hold one end of your strap. So if you have a loop, you can put your hand in it, or you're just holding one end. Okay? We're going to take it up. Then I let it hang behind me. I'm going to bend that elbow. My other hand grabs the strap. Okay? From here, you're going to push down with that hand, which means this elbow is going to come up. So it should feel like a tricep stretch, which is this muscle right here, but you might also feel this in your shoulder joint. Then to release the stretch, you straighten the arm back up. Yeah. And then you bend and pull down. Excellent. And straighten. Let's do one more like that. Bend. And push down with this back hand. And straighten. Good. All right, bend it again. Hold on to it. Now this time, when you go to push your top arm up, don't let go. See if you can pull your back hand up. This one's a little trickier. You're going to feel this in the other shoulder. All right, and then you go down to release it. So I'm going to pull up with my top hand, bringing my hand up my back and down. One more time. Pull it up, up, up. And down. Good. All right, let it go. Let's try it on the other side. I know that last one's the new one. It's a little
Arm that holds a mouse for 8 hours a day. You know?
Aw, well, we gotta get that shoulder moving. All right, so you're gonna hold this on the other hand and it's hanging behind me. I'm gonna bend the elbow and then I'm gonna grab on. So here, we're pushing down, trying to get a stretch in this arm and maybe a little bit of this shoulder. If you feel this in your low back, you might be holding down here and pushing. So you let go, you pull your butt back in, and then just grab a little higher. Then we'll straighten it up and you don't have to do anything with this other hand, we'll just leave it down there. Then you bend it and push down. Good, release it and go up. And then bend it and push down. And one more, up. And down. Good, are we feeling this arm?
Yes.
All right, so now we're gonna feel the other shoulder. So we're gonna hold on with that back hand as we push up. So I'm pulling my back arm up my back. And then you go down. And then we go up. Yeah. And down. And one more. And down. And let it go. Good. You can do some big arm circles to loosen that back up. Ah, make him feel normal. All right. So now, you're probably only going to need a few feet, like 2. We're going to hold our strap. So if you want to fold it, you can, but you don't have to. We're going to hold it a little wider than our shoulders, okay? We're going to take our arms up. And then we're going to reach to the side, okay? So the goal isn't to move the arms, it's to lean, right? Now, watch out that your arms don't end up way behind you or way in front of you. They're just over your head. And then we'll come up and over to the other side. Yeah. All right, let's go back to the first side. And now you could take your hips and let them lean the opposite direction. So my hip is pulling that way. My arms are reaching that way. Yeah. Now it's a little hard to breathe there, so you don't have to hold very long, okay? Let your hips go and you reach your arm, and we reach way out to the side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. One more each side. Good. And to the other side. Good. All right. Now we're going to add on. We're going to take this around the world. So we're still holding where we were holding. I'm going to reach forward. And I'm going to scoop my pelvis. I'm going to tuck. Okay? I have a little bend in the knees. I'm going to really reach out as far as I can. Then we're gonna lean to the side, so if you come either direction we're going. Now we're gently gonna reach back over to the other side and front. All right, so it's a big circle we're making. Good. If it feels comfortable, you can pick up your pace slightly, but you don't have to. Now, if you can, when you're in the front, try not to, you know what you're doing. You don't have to keep your chin up. So here, instead of my chin up, my neck is in line with my spine. So I'm reaching for my head as well, versus like this. That just gives you tension. All right, let's go the other direction with this circle. So as I go to the side, one arm comes up around my head, and now they're both up. Now the other arm is up, and I reach front. Yeah. Very nice. One more. I think that one just gets so much good spot. How do you guys feel after that one?
Oh, pretty good.
Or do you feel dizzy? You okay?
No.
Okay. All right. So let's take our strap back long, and we're going to stand on it. Okay? Now, we're going to basically reach for our toes. If it feels scary, you could not use your strap, and you can have your chair nearby, and you can reach for your chair instead. But if you can get lower than your chair, if you hold on to your straps and then walk your hands down as low as you can, and then you work on pulling your chest towards your legs. How is that?
Interesting.
All right, from here, I want you to bend your knees, both knees, and then straighten your knees. So I'm going to bend them and straighten them, and bend and straighten. Good, all right, now while you're doing that, try to relax your head. Bend and straighten. And two more. And one more. Good. All right, now a little bend in the knees. Keep your chin down. Roll up. That's the last thing to come up. Good. All right, we're coming back down. This time when we're down there, we're going to bend one knee, getting a big stretch on one side, and then we'll alternate a couple times. The thing to think about while you're alternating. All right, so I've got this leg bent, right? You don't want to go like this, taking your weight off your straight leg. If you can, keep in the middle. So if you want, sometimes if you think of leaning towards your bent foot, you get more weight on your straight leg, if you would like. But just try not to like get off the straight. The straight leg is the one we're really trying to focus on. All right? So we're gonna reach down towards the floor as low as you feel comfortable with both legs straight. Then once you get there, pick a leg and bend it. Yep, and if you keep some weight on the straight leg, you'll feel a better stretch. And then switch legs. Good, and switch. And switch. Okay, let's have one more on each side. Switch. And switch. Then now try them both straight. See if you're a little closer.
Try to what?
If you straighten both legs,
Oh.
see if you're a little closer than you were 3 minutes ago. And then you're gonna bend them gently to roll up. Very slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Head is the last thing to come up. Great. All right. Put our strap to the side, and we're gonna bring our feet apart, okay? We're gonna roll down and reach for one foot. If you're finding you feel more comfortable, you can have the strap around one foot, but then we are gonna have to switch your strap around, okay? So either with or without your strap, you're gonna reach down your leg towards your foot. So if I've got my strap, I'm just holding it, okay? All right, come on down, Mom. Don't you love this one-on-one attention? All right, and up. So if you have your strap, you're gonna put your strap on your other foot. Or if you don't need it, you don't have to. And you're gonna reach down to your other foot. Nice. And up. All right, then we're gonna reach in the middle, down towards the floor. If that's too hard, you can always reach for the feet of your chair. Good, and bend your knees. See if you can get closer to the floor and straighten them. And bend the knees and straighten them.
Ah.
Yeah. And bend. And just roll up.
Oh, this is good. Oh. This is stressing the back of my calf that cramps.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do
Looking,
calves. We're gonna get to calves too. But we're gonna start higher up. Now we're gonna get into hip flexors. Okay? So you can hold onto your chair for some balance. And you have 1 foot front and 1 foot back. All right. So let's have our inside leg, my leg that's closest to my chair, in the front. And then my other leg is back. But it is far enough back that my heel is off the floor.
Oh.
Okay? We're not just standing like this. We're stretching. All right? So back heel is up. Now, bend your knees a little. Okay? From here, don't lean forward. Tuck. Do that tucking practice. Pull the belly button in. Scoop the pelvis. You should feel a stretch here. You guys feel anything?
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you want a little more, really lengthening through this side, up and over your chair. Yeah.
Over my chair.
Good. If you need to rest, you can come up and you can take that back leg in for a second. And then we'll take it back. The back leg goes back. You bend a little, my back heel's up. I'm gonna scoop my hips. And then if you'd like, you can reach up and over. And up. Okay. All right, let's do this on the other side.
This feels like strength.
Moving the chair. You can turn around. You don't have to move it.
This.
All right, so we take 1 leg back, 1 leg front, my back heel is up. Now you see how you can see both my feet, like both my legs? I'm not hiding it, right? So just pointing out that when you step back, you want to keep your legs here versus hide them on a balance beam.
I have wood on the floor. I'm in the lines.
Oh, perfect. All right, now you're going to bend your knees a little and then tuck your hips. So you're scooping your belly button to your spine. You should feel some stretch now on this other leg, ideally up into where your hip flexor is, where your leg meets your pelvis. And then you can reach up and over to the side. Good. And up. Good. If you need to rest, you can let it rest for a second. And then we'll go back 1 more time. Back heel is up, big space between your feet. Bend your knees a little, tuck your hips. Up and over. Nice. And up. Good. All right. So now we can get into those calves. So we're going to face our chair. We're going to take 1 foot front, pretty close to your chair. Take 1 foot back. My front knee is bent. My back leg is straight. My heel is just getting to the floor. All right? Toes and knees are facing your chair. Then you can lean onto your chair. I find the lean really helps. A lot of times you see this demonstrated on a wall. I don't think we feel that one. So leaning I find tend to help. If it's too much, then you can stay up. Good. You should feel it in your back calf. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So now try bending your back knee a little bit. Your heel will pop off the floor a little, but now you're stretching lower down towards your Achilles tendon, and then you straighten it. Just have a little bend, and then push it back to straight. A little bend, and straight. Yep. All right, let's try the other one. So, one leg front, one leg back. There must be more allergies. Back heel's on the floor, toes and knees are facing front. I'm stretching the back calf. You feel a stretch?
Yep.
All right. If this knee hurts, it might be too close. It might be too bent. If you step it forward, my knee is just over my foot. Then you have a little bend in the back and down. A little bend and straighten. Good. Nice. All right. So from here, we're going to go a little lower into our feet. So you can see my feet. I'm going to lift one heel. I'm going to do it to the side. Lifted one heel and pushing into the floor. Not up on my toes. Ball of the foot. Up and over. Up and over. So you're trying to get that heel as close as possible, but you can use your chair to balance. So this is a great one to do without shoes. Certainly it can still work in shoes. But if your feet are getting tired or crampy later, try without shoes. Good. All right, this next one is going to stretch your shins. So the opposite of where your calf was. There are two versions. If it doesn't work with your shoes, you can take them off or you can just kind of fake it. We're going to put where your shoelaces are on the floor. So it's not about scrunching your toes. You try to reach your shoelaces, here's my feet, for the floor. So I'm going to take one leg back. I'm going to bend both knees. So I'm trying to straighten this part.
Yeah.
So this is going on the floor. It's not about scrunching your toes and keeping this bent. We want to get it as pointed as we can. Okay? So, like that. What do you think? Okay, we'll come back up.
I can make sure it's over here. I can make sure it's over there.
All right, here's the other version of it. This is the ballet version. You cross that foot so far that your pinky toe gets to your heel. My back knee bends and pushes into my front knee. So we don't want it out to the side. We got to really cross it to get that pinky toe over there.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, right?
And the standing leg.
That standing leg's working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So those are the two versions. Sometimes that one's not needed. You know, this one will work fine. But so let's try the other foot. So you take that other foot back. Putting our shoelaces towards the floor. So we're trying to straighten the ankle and bending the knees to help it get there. If it doesn't do anything or you don't feel it and you like the other one, you can cross it so that my pinky toe gets by my heel and I push my back knee into my front knee, trying to get my shoelaces or ankle towards the floor. This is what you see the ballerinas in the point shoes trying to do. Because gosh, your shins really freak out when you're on point. All right, shake it out, shake it out. All right. So now we're going to come back to our hamstrings a little bit, as that tends to be a tight spot. And we're going to utilize our chair. Oh, we didn't do our quads. You guys want to do the quads first? We have one more. We have one more with the chair. So here are your two options for your quad stretch. If you know you can get your foot, you can hold your chair and grab your foot. Okay? If this is your version, you are trying to bring that knee back a little. So you don't have to have your foot smack on your butt. It can be back there a little bit, okay? Your knee doesn't have to bend so much to get a good stretch in your quad. If that's too much, you can hold on something else, or you don't have to, and you can try putting your foot on your chair. Now, if the chair doesn't give you a good stretch, you can bend your standing knee to get a little more, or maybe it's just that we can't reach our foot. So if you put your foot on the chair and then grab it, you might be able to get your foot, whereas before you couldn't. That looks good. Remember to hold your core, Sue Wong. Don't hurt your back. And then we'll try the other side. Good. How you doing, Mom?
That was good.
Okay, good.
The chair, the mantle, the back of my pants.
Yeah, back of the pants works.
Oh, no, that's the one that's not gonna go now.
I had something in Pilates yesterday that I was supposed to hold my ankles and do a bunch of things. And I grabbed my socks. It gave me an extra inch of space. I was like, okay, now I can do it.
My left leg, I just tried to put my left leg on the chair and it wants to cramp. So.
You want to cramp. Okay. All right, well, so now we get to sit on our chair. So if your strap has a loop, you can put your foot through the loop. If it doesn't have a loop, you put your foot in the middle of your strap so you're holding the ends. If you can, you're putting your strap, can you see my pink strap? On the ball of your foot, not down in the arch, a little higher. Not so high it falls off, but just a little higher than the arch, on the ball of the foot. I'm gonna flex my foot and put it on the floor. There's my foot. Okay, from here, my leg is straight. I'm on the edge of the chair, so I'm not like that, right? And I'm gonna bring my chest down towards my foot, not bending the knee. And you're gonna hold there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Excellent. All right, now take that foot and cross it over your other knee. Good. You can use this strap to help pull your chest down towards your leg. If you want a little more, I'm going to hold my strap with the one hand. My other hand is going to push on my knee, trying to bring that knee towards the floor. You'll feel this, whatever leg is crossed, that's my right leg right now. I'm going to feel it in my right hip, right butt, right outside area. How was that?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because that is a very tight spot that really affects people's low backs. Also, sciatic pain can get avoided by loosening this area. So a lot of times when my back hurts, this is the stretch I do first. I know it doesn't stretch your back, but it really helps. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's do the other foot. So we're going to put our strap around the ball of the foot, so it's a little higher than the middle, a little higher than the arch. Foot flexed and on the floor. That leg is straight. I'm going to walk my chest down towards my foot as close as I can get while keeping your legs straight. And then you're going to breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And walk it up. Good. All right, from here, I take that leg, I cross it over. I can still hold my strap if I want to help me come forward, but I can also add this hand on my knee, bringing it towards the floor. If you find you ended up all the way back on your chair and your leg is hitting your chair, then you just scooch forward so that your leg has somewhere to go. Good, breathe, hold here, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Nice. All right, we're gonna lose our strap, lose our chair, and we're gonna finish with an exercise that I don't know what it's called, but it's nice. So we're gonna stand up, and we're gonna have our feet apart, and our arms are gonna swing as we turn. We're looking as far around as we can, and our arms are gonna gently tap our body, okay? Tap, and tap, and tap, and tap. And you want to breathe, and you want to add that little tap. It's supposed to be good for reducing inflammation and circulation and something about the kidneys. Good things, though. And this is, we're also working that lumbar spine, so we're working that rotational axis. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and settle it back in the center. All right, take one more deep breath up. Reach as high as you can, and exhale. And you did it. You should be stretched.
Okay.
Thanks. All right, yay. I hope you feel looser, maybe a little calmer, energized, something. If you're sleepy, that's fine too. This kind of stuff is great to do, you know, late at night. It also is good in the morning. It's always good. Yeah. But thank you for joining us today.
Okay.